Hi, everybody. It is time for another round of snacks around the world. I am so incredibly excited about today because I have been to Germany. I have had German snacks and treats, and I am here for it like 100%. So let's take a journey to Germany for some snacks. It is time to have some snacks around the world, and today we are landing in Germany. Now, I get these snacks from Universal Yums. They send me a box every month. I don't get to pick these snacks, so I try everything in the box. Sometimes I'm a little bit more excited about things than others. I will tell you that there's nothing, absolutely nothing in this box this month that I'm just kind of like even close to being on the fence on. I am ready to get started. Before we do, if this is your first time here, welcome. I am Gretchen, the Tipsy Travel Gal. I am a licensed esthetician and a travel agent, and it is my goal to eat, drink, and spa my way around the world. I'm going to bring you with me and show you some amazing places to see, some really fun things to do, and of course, delicious food and drink. Because this is probably bourbon. And then my hope is that that's going to inspire you to travel, whether that be international or domestic. So if that sounds like something that interests you, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also included in the description below will be a link to my GoFundMe page. It describes to you how I got where I'm at and what I'm trying to do to move forward. And if you have any extra cash, I would truly appreciate that as well. But it's time to put down the drink and open up some snacks. I didn't really have an order for these because, like I said, I kind of wanted to try everything. I did try to put it like sweet, savory, and kind of mix them up a little bit so I'm not just having a bunch of sweets. But there are more sweets than savory this time around, so I just had to balance them out a little bit. But let's get started. Item number one is onion rings. Now, I don't know if they're actual like onion rings or not, or if they're like compressed onion ring corn puff. Doesn't matter. I love onion rings. I love corn puffs. So it's time to open these bad boys up and give them a try. I am really hoping that this is not going to be as messy as Greece was, because let me tell you something, I still have honey all over the place from Greece. So they definitely smell oniony, although I wouldn't say it's like, if you would have held this to my nose, I wouldn't, but yeah, that's an onion. And they're a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be. So they're definitely not actual onions. They look like crispy puffs. You can kind of take a look at them. So let's just dive right in. Oh yeah. I can definitely eat this entire bag. Like, these are so good. They're like Cheetos Puffs. They're that consistency. And they're definitely oniony, but it's not like chewing on an onion, if that makes any sense. So these are heavenly. I definitely give them a thumbs up. Yeah, there really isn't much to say about them other than they are a very light, very flavorful snack. So I definitely see eating the rest of that bag in the very near future. All right, let's move on, shall we? Now, up next is a dark chocolate marzipan bar. Now, if you don't know what marzipan is, it is like an almond dough. It's a combination of sugar and honey and ground almonds, and then they use it like, as you know how you can like model things out of chocolate or fondant. You can actually model things out of marzipan, so it's hefty and it holds its shape. That being said, you can bake it into things. You can turn it into candy. You can cut it into biscuits. You can roll it into super thin sheets and cover cakes with it. Very similar to fondant. It's just going to have a way more significant almond flavor than traditional fondant has. Now, I happen to love almonds, so I am actually very excited about opening this. So here we go. It looks like a traditional candy bar. And here we go. It's not bad because of the marzipan itself. Marzipan can be very mealy because obviously it's ground almond. And it definitely has that. But here's the thing. I wanted more almond flavor. And the dark chocolate is really overpowering this. You can kind of see what it looks like on the inside. I was hoping for something with a little bit more of an almond kick. And I will also admit that I am not a fan of dark chocolate. You can give me just about any other variety of chocolate. Dark is probably the lowest on the list. So yeah, when I bite into this, what I'm tasting is dark chocolate, and it's got like a mealy center. It's not bad. It's just not something that I want to necessarily, well, I'll take another bite. Maybe the second bite's better. If you like dark chocolate, you'll probably enjoy that. Texture isn't as great as I would like, say, a nougat, but yeah, I mean, like I said, if you like dark chocolate, you'll like it. Let's move on. So now I actually get some milk chocolate. This is milk chocolate with forest fruit filling. So all the fruits used in this candy bar are grown and found in the Black Forest of Germany. So I am very excited about that. So we've got strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries. They also grow a lot of cherries in Germany as well. And we'll talk about that in a little bit later. Ooh. Smells, you can smell the fruit before I've even cracked open or done that. Now it seems like it's gotten a little bit of a crack here. Here's your delicious milk chocolate. I'm going to break off a square. Yeah, I'm going to bite this in half so we can see what the filling looks like. Wow. That is really good. That berry flavor is just to die for. Eat the whole square this time. Now see, this is what I wanted from the marzipan. This is like fruit covered in milk chocolate. Whereas the marzipan was like dark chocolate with marzipan. Yeah, I adore that chocolate. It's so good. It's really good. It's staring at me and I really want to eat more, but I have to move on. Okay, next up are ketchup potato sticks. I read the little booklet that came along with all the snacks, and this is very true. Fries are a huge thing in Europe, but there are like fry stands. Like you can go to a place and just buy fries, and they have all these different dipping sauces. Fries are very popular in Germany, and they eat them with ketchup that is spiced with curry. And then they also serve that with, they call it currywurst. So it's a bratwurst that's also has that curry spiced ketchup on it. And then they sprinkle some curry powder on it. Now that being said, I honestly don't know if these are curry ketchup fries because it doesn't say that. Of course, I also don't speak German. So except for, cursing. So, we're just going to give it a try. Any way that it happens, I love fries. I love ketchup. I like curry, so I find it hard to believe that I am going to be disappointed in this snack at all. Let's give it a smell. I'm not getting any kind of like strong hint of curry, so I think these are just going to be basic ketchup fries, but I'm cool with that because, again, love ketchup. Oh, this is interesting. I expected them to be more solid, but you can like see through them. Kind of what they look like close up. There you go. So let's just give this a shot, shall we? These are super crispy, super delicious. Yeah. It's going to be a tough decision to figure out which one I finish first. The onions or these fries. So they're definitely not the curry ketchup. I'm also going to say this. I really feel like the ketchup tastes more like tomato soup. I'm here for that though. I love tomato soup. So yeah, these are delicious. Yeah, I'm going to eat some more. Oh, I really want to finish that bag, but again, I have to keep moving on. Okay, we're going back to sweet. We're going to try the other fruit that's found very often in Germany, and that is a sweet cherry cookie. Now, the package is calling them mini ox eye cookies. So cherries, one of my favorite things ever. I could eat an entire bowl of just cherries. If you're putting a pie in front of me, I want it to be a cherry pie. I love cherry lime Rickies. I love cherry lemonade. I love a cherry Coke. I love a cherry 7-Up. So yeah, I love cherries. So I'm very happy to be giving these a try. So let's get these open. Okay, let's slide them out. Oh. University Yums described these as a buttery cherry cookie. And when I smell these, I smell 4 things. I smell the cherries. I smell the butter in the cookie. I also smell a hint of almond. Oh my God, cherry almond is so delicious. And I can also smell like the sugar sprinkle that is on here. All right, let's give this a try. Yeah, this is beyond delicious. I actually already put the cookies away from me because I will eat another one and another one and another one. I'm going to tell you, when it comes to snacks, I am more of a savory girl. I love savory snacks. Those cookies, if I can find them, I will buy them. Wow, those they do have a hint of almond. The cookie is so soft, but it's got like a sugary crunch on it. The cherry is nice and dense, but the almond but it's not like there's not tons of cherry. So it's like you bite into it and you get this perfect blend of cherry, a hint of almond, the crunch of the sugar, the buttery cookie. Holy crap. Can I just say how amazed I am that my lipstick is hanging in there through eating? How many have I eaten so far? I mean, that is pretty impressive if you ask me. Will it hang on to the end? I don't know. Let's find out because it is time to move along. So now we're going to move to a candy. These are milk and honey caramels. The description was they have a creamy milk and sticky honey, and then they are surrounded by caramel. It looks like a caramel candy. If I can get it off. Wow, sticky is not, oh my goodness. It didn't make a mess, but yeah, it's definitely a sticky candy here. So this is what it looks like. So I'm kind of curious if the caramel is milk and honey or if it's got like a filling. Let's just bite it and find out. Oh, wow. This is really interesting. The more you chew it, the more delicious it becomes. So I first bit into it and I just got like that bite of caramel. Now, caramel is really difficult to make because it's got a very specific cooking and boiling point. And they did, I mean, this caramel is perfectly done. You can see that beautiful tan color on it. Because it's got a filling, the caramel kind of like broke down a little bit. It's a little bit on the mealy side. So you first get the caramel, but then you like start getting that milk and honey mixture. The honey is deliciously sweet, but it's not gooey and it's tempered really well with this milk. It's very decadent, rich. It is very sweet. I don't know if I could eat more than one of these in one sitting. In fact, I'm going to take a drink of water now. They're good. They're unique. They are very tasty. Yeah, not bad. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, our last savory bite is the ham and cheese corn puffs. So I'm going to guess just the way they feel like they're probably the consistency of like a Cheeto puff. I'm really excited about trying these. Now, I'm also slightly nervous because, I mean, let's be honest, this isn't like actual ham that's being condensed into a corn puff. It's flavoring, right? And one thing I have found that ham is really difficult to reduce into a flavor. So let's get this open. Do the sniff test. You know what? I've got high hopes. So usually you've got like ham and then, oh yeah, a little bit of cheese or a little bit of this. This smells like cheese with like the ham hinted in. So here's what it looks like. Super light. All right, let's give it a shot. That's pretty good. By far, one of the best ham flavored treats I've ever had. I think it's got a lot of things going for it. They did duplicate the ham taste very well, but one of the things that they did was they really nailed like the spices that you would use on a ham. Like it tastes like a spiral ham. The other thing is, I think how light it is. So a lot of the other ham treats that I've tried have been like dense biscuits, whereas these are super light and it really takes the ham and cheese and blends it together well, and then it's gone super fast. So it's not a heavy, dense snack. So I'm gonna have one more of these. This is gonna be like a sprint to see which one I'm gonna devour first when I'm done with this video. I'm telling you this though, those cherry cookies I'm putting away because they are so delicious. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. These are Stracciatella Bonbons. I hope I said that right. People of Germany, please don't crucify me. Even with a name like Gretchen, yeah, like I said, don't necessarily speak German. This is Germany's most famous candy. So Stracciatella is actually the Germans' favorite flavor of gelato. So Stracciatella is actually the Germans' favorite flavor of gelato. And then they've mixed in this, so it's a gelato flavored bonbon with some chocolate flecks in it. So, I mean, how can you go wrong? Oh, goodness. I was expecting them to be sealed. They are loose. Now, it is dark chocolate, so I'm hoping this has a nice, delicate balance between the gelato flavor and chocolate. But here we go. Let's find out. This is why I wanted that marzipan to be. That's what it looks like. The flavor of this bonbon is just permeating through this chocolate. It is sweet, but it's like, it's very delicate. It's not mealy on the inside. It's a really well done candy. I mean, it's your typical bonbon, so it's very heavy. Now, next time I go to Germany, I'm going to have to get that gelato. All right, let's move on. In the home stretch, and now we're going to be trying some assorted sour fruit candy. Now, I'm going to admit, when I first saw these, before I even opened up the box, I was like super excited because I was thinking about those pomegranate chews. And I was like, oh, I want that. Now, these are more like a taffy consistency, but I still love a good chewy candy, so I'm excited. They said they have a burst of flavor. Now, they came in 4 different flavors. They came in apple, which is Germany's largest crop, by the way, passion fruit, blackcurrant, and grapefruit. I was hoping I was going to get one of each, but I got 2 apples, a pomegranate, and a grapefruit. So, which is kind of a bummer because I kind of wanted to try the blackcurrant, but, and look how cute they are. It's got like the picture of the fruit on there. Let's start with that one because that is my frame of reference from that delicious jelly candy. Just like the caramels, the paper is sticking to it slightly. Ooh, that smells good. I was right. It is a taffy consistency, but it was really soft. I'm going to open up an apple one this time. As you can see, they look like taffy and they're a little bit flexible. So they really just like melt in your mouth. Ooh. That apple was delicious. There's a hint of sour, but man, that taste of just comes right through. I'm not going to try the grapefruit because I've got one more item to try and I'm kind of hitting my limit on sweets at the moment. Those were really good. I got 4 of them. I kind of wish I would have gotten more. Some of these you can actually order from Universal Yum's website. The candies I've eaten, that was probably my favorite out of the candies. So, all right, so we've got one more thing to try. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, last but not least is something I am incredibly excited about trying, and that is the lemon wafer bar. Now, lemon is included in a lot of German cuisine. Interestingly enough, they're not grown natively, so Germany actually spends the most per capita on lemons in the entire world. And it makes sense, you know, I mean, Germany is a mountainous country. It is not tropical. I mean, that doesn't mean it doesn't get warm, but it is not a place where citrus typically grows. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they would have to buy them. And if you love them, you're just going to get them imported, right? Now, here's something to learn about me. I love lemons. You all know my obsession with lemonade, in particular strawberry lemonade. I love lemon bars. And I love wafers. So I have a funny feeling these are just going to be a dream. So I am going to open these up. I'm not getting as much lemon as I was hoping for. Now, I did read that they are very crispy and flaky. Oh, good. I got one out without it like going everywhere. Still not getting as much even out of the package, but here is what it looks like. You can kind of see the wafers. There's the top. Let's give this a try, shall we? Oh, yeah. The flavor in these grows. Okay, so you bite in and it tastes like a regular wafer cookie. And it starts off very vanilla-ish, right? It's like, are these lemon? And then as you crush up that lemon filling, it just like explodes in your mouth. I mean, oh, this is delicious. It did not disappoint. It's actually even giving me like sour vibes. So, I mean, my mouth is just like watering right now. That is delicious. You know, when I spent some time in Italy, I loved everything lemon there. This could fit in right with that. That was my Universal Yums box from Germany. I gotta tell you, it was delicious. I don't necessarily want to do like least favorites, but the marzipan bar wasn't my thing. It's not that, again, not that it was bad. It's not my thing. But if you like marzipan and you really like dark chocolate, you probably would absolutely fall in love with that. I'm gonna say my favorite candy was probably those like taffy chews, the sour fruit chews. My favorite savory treat was those ketchup fries. Absolutely love. Yeah, those were delicious. Although I'm gonna be honest with you, all the savory treats were just so good. It's kind of hard to pick which one is my favorite. That being said, my overall favorite in this whole box were those cherry cookies. They are so good. I can't wait to have them with coffee. I also can't wait to have the lemon wafers with coffee because I think those would be really, really good. But man, those cherry cookies are like, they're the standouts in this box. So you can go on Universal Yums and buy some of these treats. I would highly recommend doing so. I am not sponsored by Universal Yums. I probably shouldn't mention their name so much, but yeah, they are absolutely delicious. So that brings us to the end of Snacks Around the World, Germany edition. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If there is a treat you would like me to try, you can mention it below in the comments. You can also go to any of my social media channels. I am Tipsy Travel Gal on all of the major platforms. Also, you can send me a message on my website, tipsytravelgal.com. If you go all the way to the top and all the way to the right, you will see a contact me link where you can send me an email. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. And until the next time, bye.